Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my eyebrows. It's something I feel just completes your makeup look. Like, I feel like eyebrows really make your face, so they're pretty important to me. I always prefer to do my eyebrows. If I'm running late, I always make sure that my eyebrows are done because, I mean, they just shape your face. So, a little brow history for you guys. So when I was about, I think 14 is the first time I got my eyebrows waxed. And of course it was horrible. The lady gave me rainbow eyebrows. Basically they looked like this. They were just really off. So what I ended up doing is try to get them threaded, but every time I would do that, I would just notice that they would just get smaller and smaller. I have thin eyebrows, they're pretty sparse, not a lot of hair grows there, so filling in my eyebrows is something that I'm glad I learned. I think I started practicing doing my eyebrows probably when I turned 18 is when I started putting powder on my eyebrows. I don't know where I got that from. I don't know who I saw do it first. I just remember I just started putting like brown powder on my eyebrows. And I'll insert a picture right here for you guys to see what they used to look like. You know, they were pretty bad. They were just like little flicks on my face. There was no ombre look. There was no nothing. It was literally just powder on my brows. So 5 years later, this is where I am today with my brows. Pretty happy with them. I haven't gotten my eyebrows waxed in probably about 6 years. They just don't overgrow, and if I do start to get some hair growing here, I'll just pluck those away, but I don't like touch them too much. I just like pluck right below here just so like there's no random hairs growing where like I would want to put eyeshadow. And I will say that if you don't know how to do your eyebrows, or you're afraid of making them look too thick, or like you just think you can't do it, just practice every day. If you don't want to do your eyebrows for when you go to work, then I mean, just before you wash all your makeup off at night, just practice doing your eyebrows. Like, just sit there in front of the mirror and just practice doing it, and trust me, you'll get better. Like, I was walking around looking like a damn fool for so long with my eyeshadow eyebrows. I thought they looked so good at the time. They really didn't. So just practice makes perfect, and just make time to practice, because if you really want to learn to do something, you can do it. Like, you can do anything you want. So if you want to learn how to do your eyebrows, make them look more shaped, fill them in a little bit, you can learn. So with all that being said, we're finally gonna get into this eyebrow tutorial. I'm already gonna start with my full face of makeup except my eyebrow, and I'm gonna do this one for you. So if you want to watch me do my eyebrow routine, then just keep on watching. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in pretty close so you could see what I'm doing, but I'm sure you can already tell that this eyebrow is already done. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it on this brow here. And I do say that this brow is the brow that usually needs a little bit more help. So this, I decided to show you guys the tutorial on my bad brow. So first thing, I'm gonna take my NYX eyebrow pencil. It's a dual-ended brush. On one side it has the spoolie, and on the other side it has the little angled brush that's good for carving out your brows. And I'm gonna take the spoolie side, and I'm just gonna brush my brow hairs all in one direction. And kind of also brushing them upwards a little bit too. So then once I've brushed my brows, I like to use pomade for my brows. When I first started doing my brows, I used to use powder. The first pomade I ever used was by NYX, and it's this guy here, the NYX Tame and Frame, and I'm in the shade Brunette. And then I got the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow pomade, and then today I'm going to be using this Eyelure London pomade, and it's in the shade Blonde, but it's pretty much like a light brown to me. It comes out like a medium brown, so we're gonna use that. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start off by putting my brush in the pomade, and I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna tap very lightly because pomade is very heavy and it's really easy to use a lot of this product. So yeah, so I brushed them. I'm just gonna brush them over one more time, and then I'm gonna start right here where my brow starts. I'm gonna start right here, and I'm gonna lightly bring that over. And I'm starting on the bottom because it's easier to see the shape that I want to make. And I'm just dipping in lightly back into my pomade, beginning to carve out the shape. Just make it kind of even. I'm gonna go back and brush over the hairs that I just covered, and that's just gonna help blend it all. Now I'm gonna go on the top. And this really is all a preference. If you want your brows to be more arched, make a high arch. If you want them to be more flat, make them flat. Today I went for an arched look, so I'm gonna be bringing them up a little higher. And then I'm gonna be bringing this down. And don't worry if it gets a little messy, because we're gonna clean it up a little bit later with concealer. And now I'm brushing all of the product all over my brows to make sure it's nicely, evenly distributed. And I'm gonna just brush that a little bit forward too, because I want it to have like a nice kind of ombre effect. And this is also going to help prevent you from putting too much product in the front of your brow. So now I'm going to dip back once more into the pomade, and this is where I'm going to create hair-like brush strokes towards the front of my brow. So I'm going to flick my brush up. See, I'm flicking up my brush where like hair would grow. I'm just doing that and then brushing them back. And now I'm taking a pause and looking to make sure that they're even. They look pretty even to me. So I'm just gonna bring this out a little bit more because I feel like it's not out far enough. Keep making hair-like strokes. And there's probably no product on my brush right now, so it's really light. And that's kind of what I want going on. Okay, so now I'm gonna brush through all of my brows one more time. So for my next step, I recently got into using a brow pencil to make it more defined at the tail. So what I do is I grab a brow pencil that's darker than the pomade that I'm using, so like maybe like a shade or a tint darker. Today I'm using the Benefits Precisely My Brow pencil in the shade number 5. This product is really good for making the tail of your brow look really defined. I like to bring that up towards the arch of the brow and a little bit towards the front, and just fill in any other sparse areas. So I'm done with the pencil, and now I'm gonna put some brow gel on. So I like to use the NYX Proof It Brow Gel, and it's just a clear brow gel. This is gonna make sure that your hairs don't move, they stay in place all day. Whatever you're doing, they're not gonna melt off. I use this stuff when I go to the gym and I have my eyebrows on and I sweat through them, but my brows just don't come off. And now I'm gonna brush through the brow gel, make sure that all my hairs are laid right where I want them to be. I'm gonna brush them up a little bit towards the front of my brows, to make it look more natural looking, I guess. And I always like to check and make sure that the brows are looking like sisters over here. So now when you think you are done, you are actually not done, because you can always find another step to do that will make you take longer in doing your makeup. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm going to use some concealer, and I'm gonna use this It Cosmetics dual-ended concealer stick, and I'm using the side that's called Hello Light Brightener. I've mentioned this a few times. This It Cosmetics concealer is a pretty lightweight formula, so it's not gonna like cake up my eyebrow area. So I'm gonna go in with a thin brush like this. And it's just a small, thin brush. And I'm gonna just take the end of the concealer and just tap it along there. I don't want too much concealer on the brush. So what I'm gonna do is any areas that I feel I could make them sharper, I'm gonna just go over And this is just gonna make your eyebrows look nice and clean. And I want the tail of my brow to be super sharp. So concealer really does help with that. And also it just helps clean up any mistakes. So say you went, like, you made your arch too high or whatever. So you can easily just clean it up with concealer. Okay, and we are done with the brows. So this is the final brow look, as you can see right here. What did you guys think of my eyebrow routine? Is it easy? Is it complicated? Is there too many steps? Like, just let me know what you thought in the comment section down below. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and let me know if there are any other tutorials that you would like to see. And as always, thank you so much for watching.